Hello there and welcome to Midweek Green. I'm Anthony Joseph and I'm here with Don's legend Joe Harper. Last week we had to make changes. We had Esther Beadle and Charlie Allen filling in for us. And last week Charlie said you were in Debenhams dressed as Santa.
Charlie would say something like that, but I have to say that the roles are reversed this week because I'm now here, back up here again, and Charlie's doing his elf bit down at Debenhams. So he'll be down there today with a green suit on, and a wee funny hat, and talking a funny language.
Well, be sure to see that.
Scaring the kids as well.
But we're here to talk about football and talk about the Dons. It was another great win against St Mirren.
Yeah, smashing victory. They're playing really well just now. One thing you got to take into consideration was the conditions on Saturday, and it was a tremendous wind. I mean, there must have been about 70, 80 mile an hour wind, and they played good football, considering, and that was the most pleasing thing out of it all. But it was a professional performance. It was good to see Scott Vernon back, because I'd actually said in my article last week, that Scott looked as if he was coming back to his old Scott Vernon. He certainly did on Saturday. He took his goal very well, could have scored another 2 goals, held the ball up well, used it well, and very good performance. But everybody put in a good performance on Saturday, and that's the big difference this year. If somebody's not playing too well or having a bad game, the rest of the guys have got to rally around and carry him. We haven't had to do that this season, and when that comes, I'm sure the rest of the guys will carry whoever's not having a good game. So yeah, good stuff. I'd said in my article it's got to be a professional performance, and that's exactly what it was.
Well, Joe, while we all wind down for Christmas and New Year, the Dons have got plenty of games ahead. But how important is it this part of the season?
Well, it can make or break teams. That's just, especially when you look down England. I think they play 3 games in about 4 days down there, something like that. But up here, it's bad enough for us. The weather will take a part in it, because there will be bad weather, no doubt. So it's how you get through this, how you get over that sort of thing. The bad weather, the games within a couple of days of each other, injuries, etc., etc. But as I've said, we've got a very good bench now. So, if somebody gets injured, we're not worried, because we know that we can bring somebody from the bench that is just as good, as the player that's coming off. So it's going to be interesting, but I think if we can get through the next 3 games, and if we take 9 points, that'd be fantastic. If we take 6 points, that'd be great. Then we won't be far away at the end of the year.
Away from the pitch, Don's boss Derek McInnes was linked with a move to West Brom. He's very unlikely to be the next West Brom manager, but if he is going to succeed at the Dons, it's going to bring attraction with other clubs as well, isn't it?
It's a piece of nonsense. I mean, the guy's just come to Aberdeen. He's just signed a contract with Aberdeen. Derek McInnes will be shaking his head and saying, "What's this all about?" It's just people being stupid and trying to upset Aberdeen Football Club, basically. As far as I can see, it's an old tactic, and the papers, when a club's doing well, they try to get into the heart of them and say, their manager's going to go and their players are going to go. Derek McInnes won't be leaving Aberdeen. Derek McInnes is here to do a job. He's very close to doing a really good job by winning something this year, and I'm sure that Derek is sort of laughing under his sleeve and just saying, let him get on with it. But he won't be going to West Brom, that's for sure.
Well, away from the Dons, Aberdonian Ryan Gauld, who plays for Dundee United, he's been impressing this season. He's signed a contract extension until 2017. It's really good to see young Scottish players staying in Scotland, isn't it?
It's very important. It's very important for young Scottish players, for the Scottish national team. I mean, he's ready to go into a game. Jack's ready to go into a team. Pollock's playing very well. We've got players, and they've got players who have been brought up through the youth academies. And when you get to a certain age of 18, 19, you don't want people coming in and just taking them away from you and giving you £250,000 or something like that. These boys are there to learn their professional, their profession. And if they stay with Aberdeen and with Dundee United for another 2 years, by the time they come to 21, 22, 23, they're more professional, they're more mature, they'll be better players. You go down to England, look at the young boys that have left Aberdeen, Fraser and people like that, have gone down to England, and they're playing in third division teams now. I loaned out to third division teams. So I mean, it's important for them to learn the game up here, learn their sport, and then when the big clubs come from, everybody makes out of it. Aberdeen will make out, Dundee United will make money out of it, and the player will make money out of it, and he'll be a better player when he gets down there.
And another boost, immediate boost for the national team is the return of Darren Fletcher for Manchester United.
Brilliant news, yeah, brilliant news. The boy's going through a horrendous time for a year and a half, 2 years now. He's come back. He looks strong. He looked good, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he reacts over the next couple of months.
Well, that's great, Joe. Thanks again for joining us. Well, that's it for Midweek Green this year. You can see more of Joe's opinions in today's Evening Express. We'll be back in January. Have a Merry Christmas, and let's hope the Dons can bring some festive cheer. Thanks for watching.